Captain Bob and Arlo, they're the ones you know. Wisconsin's Hot Rod Radio.
Hey, welcome to Wisconsin Hot Rod Radio. I'm Captain Bob.
And I'm Arlo.
And here we are on the Fonz FM. Hey, we are the voices to the Hot Rodders.
We sure try.
And if you're watching us on YouTube right now,
yeah.
I'm wearing my famous 3D firework glasses. For the 4th of July fireworks.
Yes, happy 4th of July. Today's 4th of July. Yeah. But those glasses,
we
got those.
Oh, many years ago. You and
I and the Doves were, I'm going to say we were at a Lions Club time.
Yeah. And these glasses, actually, they look clear.
Yeah.
But when you look at, like I'm looking at things in the studio right now, everything looks like it's coming at me. Wow. But
that's the idea.
Yeah, they make the fireworks like, wow.
They're right in front of your face.
Yeah, this is cool.
It worked. I remember it was like out of a, what would you call it, Life magazine.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
We're in lawn chairs with these things on watching fireworks.
So tonight, I'm going to wear these and go, oh, there's no fireworks.
Yeah. Well,
because again, we're going to say out there that we know a lot of municipalities have canceled their fireworks demonstrations.
Right.
So we're going to say to all of our listeners and people that are listening to the show or watching us on video, be careful because
be safe.
They did say that because the fireworks are not going to be shot in the city, that fireworks sales are up and everybody's going to be doing their own show.
Yeah.
And you don't want to lose any fingers, any hands, or anything like that.
Well, you brought up a point before we got here today. The police are not going to be occupied with these big fireworks things. They're going to be patrolling.
Driving around.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be driving around, I had that actually a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
I've got a park by my house, and some kids late at night, about 9 o'clock, decided to shoot off a bunch of fireworks, which was kind of cool, but again, 2 weeks too early because you are kind of like spotting yourself out. And there's a creek that divides us in the park. And all of a sudden, it was dark. My wife and I were sitting there listening to this and watching. And all of a sudden, all you saw was the red and blue. Didn't even see the car pull up, but you just saw the red and blue lights go on real quick, and the whoop, 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 and the kids went running.
Yeah.
So they're sneaky. They'll come up on you. That's for sure.
They're out there. So tonight, you're just going to have your little fizzle things.
I'm going to have my little snakes, my little punks, punks. Remember? They were called punks.
What were?
They were actually, it was a mosquito chaser.
What?
It would look like a...
Yeah, I'm trying to...
It was brown in color, and it looked like a... it was, you put them in the ground, they were supposed to chase with mosquitoes, and they were called punks.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, Punks.
Yeah.
And you would kind of light them up and just kind of like... they didn't do anything, just smoke, and that was it.
All this. Speaking of smoke, all the stuff we breathe in when we were kids. Jeez,
that's true.
Yeah.
So, but again, be safe and have a good 4th of July. That's for sure. So, we want to say we were at the Great Lakes Dragway
last weekend.
We were there at the. I'm holding it up in front of our video right now at the Out A Site Drags. Out A Site Drags. And it was their second annual one at the Great Lakes Dragway in Union Grove, Wisconsin. Wow.
You were there Friday and Saturday. I was there Saturday.
I was there on Friday. Unfortunately, on Friday, I took my grandson to see some great racing, and it rained all day.
It did.
Too bad.
It's too bad.
Kind of walked around in the rain, and it was cloudy, so it was kind of cold, and we didn't wear... you wear just short sleeve shirts, so it was kind of cold.
Right. But you had a lot of people trying to take you in,
but it's kind of it was funny at one point. We walked the pits, we looked at all the cars. Everybody had their cars basically in their trailers.
Yeah. But
at one particular point, my grandson said, he wanted to go, but he said, let's just go up in the stands for a minute because he just wanted to go sit in the stands and see the track. So we went up in the stands. We were the only ones.
Yeah.
I mean, because there were no spectators because it was raining. I mean, a lot of car people were there, but nobody's spectators.
Right.
We were the only ones sitting in the stands.
Yeah.
And some guy comes walking up, and he looked at me. He looked at my grandson. He looked all the way down over there, and he goes, "Wow, they're really practicing social distancing here, aren't they?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, they are."
There's nobody in the stands, just you guys.
Yeah. So, but then on Saturday,
wow,
we both went. Yeah. It was great.
Packed. Packed. Wow. The car show went from the food vending area all the way down to the timing light at the end, the finish line. That was great. We ran into Tom and Vicky and Brian, and Lee was there with their neat trailer. Beth was there. She was with us all day.
Yep.
The cars are running great. It was a nice day.
It was a beautiful day. I kind of asked Brad, which we had on the show a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
What was the farthest distance for a car to come? And he said, "Well, see that Mustang over there? Yeah, California."
Wow.
Like, wow, no kidding. Beautiful Mustang.
That thing was a beast.
Yeah, and it was kind of funny because Beth wanted to see that car run. So did I.
Yeah.
And we missed the first couple of runs when it was out because you're out there talking to people and you're walking the pits. So at one particular point, we finally got up into the stands. Her and I sat there, and we're watching everything going by. And she goes, "Oh, I got to take this phone call. It's work." And she quick jumped out of the stands, went down below. And she was gone maybe about 4 or 5 minutes. And she came back up and she sat next to me. And I looked at her and I said, "Guess what? What?" I said, "Guess what you just missed?" She goes, "Don't tell me." I went, "Come on, Stank."
We love Beth. She's a little gullible on some of that stuff, but a lot of fun. I mean, hung out with Mr. Joe Opperman from Iola, which, by the way, we want to talk later on the show about Rally for Iola. Great speed shop, though.
We got to say, because they were a great sponsor of this event also, too.
Right.
So, and that was great because Greg was racing his Joker car.
Yeah.
Did a great job. Actually went up against the Willies later in the day.
He went up against the Willies? Yeah. Last time I saw Greg was his battery went dead while he was coming up on the line. Yeah. And he was not happy. Yeah. He went up against that Willies. He went up against Willie's pickup when everybody thought this is going to be one heck of a race. Yeah. Well, Greg launched that car out of that line just perfect. I mean, took that guy all the way down. It was really great. Okay. That's good to know. So we were ready to leave because I stayed till about 8 o'clock that night. Okay. And it's kind of funny because Brett, Greg was sitting over there with his all his friends. And I said to Beth, I said, "Let's go and say goodbye to him." Yeah. So we walked over there, and I said, "Hey, I want to say goodbye to Jungle Jim and Pam." And everybody started laughing. Because, I know what you mean by that. Yeah.
If you remember, Jungle Jim was a drag racer from basically the 60s and 70s. Yeah. And he had a girl by the name of Pam. Jungle Pam. And she would actually get him on the line. And she always wore the big boots and the tight clothes and everything else. And that was Leah.
She changed outfits all day long.
Yeah, she did,
Yeah, there was a picture of her with her go-go boots. She was tired. Yeah. She's out there in that heat, too.
Yeah, it's really cool.
But what did he say to that?
He laughed.
Obviously, he knew what you meant.
They all knew. They all knew. So
they were really gracious to us. We could stay under their tent. By the way, early in the day, we ran into Stan Johnson.
Yes, yeah.
Ron and those guys. Yeah. Joe and those guys. But Stan was there with his sons. Yeah. He was concerned about the heat. Yeah. Not because of the car, but he said sitting there in that little dragster with all that suit and fireproof stuff on, it gets really hot. He said,
and we got to say thanks again to the Brew City Gassers. They did a great job putting this together. Oh, yeah. Fantastic job, and also to some of the Meltdown guys were there.
Yes, they were.
They were there helping also. So we got to say thanks to the Coop Miners and Paul and all those guys out there, John and everybody, Ron, Joe. Everybody. Yeah. So they did a fantastic job, and again, special thanks to Randy and Claire that owns the track.
Right.
They've done a great job on maintaining and making that track very popular now.
Yeah, and upgrades.
Yes.
A lot of upgrades. Yeah. I see even at the starting line there's a nice shack there now for the guy to stand under so he's not in the direct sun. So what?
Remember, we kind of mentioned as we were sitting there earlier in the day, why is there a police officer standing on the line?
Did you find out?
Yes, we did.
Okay, and?
Yeah.
I ran out on the starting line.
Yeah, I ran out on the starting line and I got arrested. I just no. Actually, we were walking back, came out of the stands. We were walking back, and one of the police officers was walking by. And I said, "I got a question I got to ask you." He goes, "Yeah." I said,
"Why?"
Being here at the track, I said, "I've never ever seen a police officer on the starting line." I said, "Why are you guys up there?" Because he kept switching guys up there.
Right.
And he said that Randy basically hired him because too many people, just what I joked about, try to run up to the starting line.
Oh.
And he said they're trying to get behind the cars. And he said we have to maintain for safety to keep them off, away from here.
Really?
Because even the wall that's right there,
right
in kind of front of the bleachers, people would like to stand up there. Now, the only people that can stand up there are actually photographers.
Media types.
Right. And at one point during the day, you heard him announce on the tower,
right,
all you people away from the wall, we will not continue racing until you're away from the wall. And that was the only time I heard that.
Good for Randy.
Yeah, so the police officers keep people away for that fact because there could be something could happen, and then obviously there's that liability.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but that's the reason. Yeah, that was like, why are they there?
Yeah, you and I were sitting in the stands with Beth and John and a few others, and I was like, what is he standing out there for? Yeah. He looked hot, obviously.
He did look hot. Blues. Yeah. So, but again, it was a great time. We had a really good time. Now, last night, because we were playing it around the show
Ring of
today,
Fire?
was Ring of Fire. So we mentioned it last week that they were going to have Ring of Fire. That was phenomenal, too, because, again, it's the jet cars.
Those are amazing just to hear them and see them go off. But to hear them. And that you're the ground shakes when they take off.
Wow.
Twice.
Yes.
When they take off and then further on down, you feel it as well. But
but again,
and our sign is still up. I think.
It's still
Didn't
up.
blow off the building.
So again, check it out. Great Lakes Dragway, Union Grove, Wisconsin, oldest track of its kind, still in running. In the United States, and we're proud to have it here in Wisconsin.
We are.
So
we bet.
What we're going to do is we're going to come back out of the commercial, and we're going to read a letter that we received from somebody talking about safety issues
with car shows.
Yeah, and so we're going to let you know about it.
There you go.
So we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Hot Rod Radio. This is Arlo.
And this is Captain Bob. Wow. And here we are on the Fonz FM. Wow.
You sound like you're from the 60s, dude.
Well, that's what these glasses are all about. I'm looking at the lights. Wow. My 3D white glasses here.
For fireworks. Yeah, in the segment 1, that's what he was talking about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kind of hurt your eyes there for a minute.
Bring back flashbacks.
It did, it did,
yeah.
Tie-dye shirts and everything else,
Tie-dye shirts.
Parked my VW bus out there.
There you go.
So again, we got done talking about the drags.
Yeah.
And we talked about social distancing there when I was joking about at the stands.
Right.
And it was practiced pretty well at the Great Lakes Dragway.
Great Lakes did really well. I mean, the food line, and they did not have to put things out.
No.
People, you might see some pictures where people are congregated around a fence watching a car, but other than that, the food lines, people stayed apart.
Yeah.
They sat apart. Even the car people in the car show kind of sat apart. You and I have been talking a great deal the past few weeks about car show promoters having trouble.
Right.
You know, it's not their fault.
Right.
And then we got an interesting. Somebody was listening,
and we got a letter that was sent to us, and I'm going to read this letter. Comes up here. One of the few enjoyments that I now have in life during my retirement years comes from the classic cars that I own, and mostly from attending car cruises. Up until the past Wednesday evening, at one of these car cruises, and at another car cruise, and another car was by far the best event in our area. I again hope to attend these events with one of my 4 classic cars or collector cars. However, knowing that the virus is now spreading at a faster rate, especially in the Waukesha County, I first wanted to see what steps and rules were put in place for those attending these events to protect us, car guys, and the public from spreading or getting the virus, especially those of us that are older than 65 years old and beyond, which applies to the better percentage of us. After viewing photos of each event, I was disappointed to see the safe distancing was not enforced and that virtually no one was wearing face masks. The most alarming image was a group of attendees and customers closely clustered in front of a food tent at this particular event, and had hoped that the vehicles at each event would have been spaced and separated by a vacant parking spot between each another, and that face masks would not only be suggested but would be mandatory. But mostly important, I have hoped that the groups in front of the food tent at this particular event would have been in a single line file spaced by 6 feet, similar to what takes place in most grocery stores, restaurants, and other businesses that are concerned about protecting people from the virus. These simple steps would have been a responsible way of hosting a car event, including another event that he was just at, especially known for the great number of us that are seniors who attend those events, and which are most susceptible to getting this virus. I guess I expect more from the hosts and organizers at these events, but instead have learned that they have no concerns for stopping or slowing the spread of virus for us and health and welfare of the car guys and attendees and their families. And I won't mention his name or last name, but I'll mention it was signed by a gentleman called Len. We understand what you're saying, Len.
Oh, yeah.
We understand that there are concerns out there, and we've mentioned it on the show.
We've been talking about it.
Why these organizations are either canceling their events or what they're trying to do.
Right.
Everybody's been cooped up.
Everyone's been cooped up, and I'm not defending these places, but I will say they can't tell everyone to do what the audience or the people there are going to do what they want to do.
Right.
And that's one reason some of these big shows are closing down, because they cannot control the population there. The population is going to do what it wants, and so I wouldn't get asked so much the people that the these event places. But
Right.
as far as people not wearing masks at food service, okay, then say something to them,
Right.
and say, I want these people covered.
Yeah.
We know people that have driven into a show, saw that the crowd was just not caring,
and left.
The impression was they weren't caring, and they turned around and went
Right.
home. Yeah.
And again, we brought this up at Great Lakes Dragway with some of the people we were talking to, and we brought up the letter that Len had sent. We didn't mention any of the names of the businesses.
Right.
But some of the people said, like you had mentioned, some people care, some people don't care. And some of the people said, well, if you're really concerned and you don't, then don't go. Don't go to the event.
Yeah.
So, I know of there is a home building store all around the United States and around that says you have to wear a mask when you go in there.
Right.
And I frequently visit it because I do a lot of home building stuff. Yeah. And they'll check you at the door. If you're not wearing a mask, you can't come in. Right. But I've seen people as you're now in the store
take them off,
taking the mask off.
They can't breathe. I understand that too. The other day, you and I, there were people that came up to me and said, you're one of those, because I didn't want to shake hands. Right. I didn't want to do a lot of things. You're one of those. And I'm going, yeah, I am one of those. Yeah. So what's the problem? Yeah. You're one of those. Yeah. Well, if I'm one of those, you're one of those. And who cares?
And the amazing
what's
thing,
the problem? What are you afraid of?
And the amazing thing is, even though they say, you're one of those, they go, okay, no problem. And then they'll elbow you.
A few didn't.
Yeah. But,
it's kind of like, what are you afraid of? So you're scolding me because you think I'm a sheep? Because I've been called that. Yeah. What are you, one of those sheep that go along with everything? No, I don't. I'm responsible for other people that I work with and live with, and I got to be careful with that. And some of them have immune problems, deficiencies, and I got to be careful of that too. So let me be. That's the way I want to be. I'm not believing in any conspiracies or anything like that. So it is what it is.
Yeah. So Len, we agree with you.
Yes, we do.
We agree. We disagree. I mean, we're on both sides. Yeah. We say, hey, people should be doing this, but yet there are people that aren't going to do it. So again, if you're afraid to go to some of these events, choose another event maybe where they are doing it better. Yeah. It's your choice. Again, it's your choice, and we'll bring that up later on too. We're going to talk about one of the racetracks here in Wisconsin that we're going to have them on the air talking about that also too. Right. Again, it's the choice of the people. If you want to go or not go.
I did. I took out some names and a bunch of stuff. I did forward that to a couple promoters, businesses that have cruise nights. Just say, hey,
there you go.
This is the concern that this person has, and there's many others out there.
Yes.
But I wiped out the names and whatever, and I said, this comes through our desk.
Yeah.
You might want to heed it and do it that way. But anyways. Yeah. Thank you for sending that in.
Thank you for doing that.
So give us more letters.
Yeah, kind of like Road America when he said we're a huge park.
Right.
People can easily stay apart from everybody. They don't have to be close to anybody because you're outside also too. And again, a lot of people go, I'm worried to be outside because it's floating in the air.
Yeah, so is the dust from the Sahara.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
You don't, they don't know.
No, you don't know.
They don't know.
And again.
And now I heard the other day that COVID might cause strokes.
Yeah, I know.
So all kinds of different things, all over the place. Oh, I get why you don't want to believe or you don't care to believe.
Right.
But just because I'm going to be precautious, don't get mad at me. Don't call me sheep.
I look at, I'm in that age group with you, Len, and I'll say.
That's why I was chuckling.
And I'll say which, I'm looking at the camera right now going, my earlier years, I should have been worried about doing the brake jobs and using air hoses and all the asbestos flying around from the brake pads. Yeah. And you didn't have a mask on, all that went into your system, and all the chemicals we sprayed and washed your hands in cleaner and everything else.
All the clicking, by the way, is his rings as he's washing his hands. He's very animated. Stan Johnson, I was talking to him at the, Out of Sight Drags, and he was talking about this too.
Yeah.
He said, man, all this stuff we used to breathe in, we're leaning over this stuff going, hey, whoa, jeepers, I'm getting lightheaded.
Yeah.
Okay, so people's immune system are different than others. Some people live longer than others. That's the way, it's nature's way of thinning the herd.
Beth got her experience at Great Lakes Dragway at the Out of Sight Drags when the drags are fired up. She went, my eyes are burning. Yeah, you got to learn.
Well, it was funny because earlier she's like, well, what's the problem? You guys worried about your eyes.
Yeah.
So we were standing by one that wasn't the nitro.
Yeah.
Then the one came up and you
fired it up.
Yeah. I learned the hard way at Vegas.
Yeah, with John Force.
Man, John Force. I was standing there shooting video, and the thing went off, and I'm like, okay, holy man.
Yeah.
I mean, it ripped back the inside of my eyelids.
It's instant, yeah.
Oh,
and I've
now whatever you do, don't get in the line of sight of the exhaust system. Jeez, I learned that.
Yeah, and I've been in years ago, in the training missions with tear gas and pepper spray and everything else. Yeah, they'll shut your eyes real quick. Let me tell you. So again, we got to say. Thanks to our sponsors for our show today. Yeah. Especially on our radio show, we want to say thanks again to Gandrud High Performance Center up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Now, you will check our website because there's always been a show there August 1st that we always talk about. We're always up there. Yeah. It has been canceled. Yeah. But again, they're still in business, and if you're looking for high-performance parts for your GM or your Chrysler, they can help you.
They deliver.
We want to definitely say, again, Bennett Coach Works. You need something to be done on your vehicle, regardless if it's paint work or modifications, or you can take parts in there. He'll do whatever you need.
Yeah, full service.
They'll take care of you. And again, Gruber Law.
Yep.
We can't say more
Here you
than
go.
enough.
One call, that's all.
Thanks, David. We appreciate that very much. Again, great.
He steps in, he steps out. He's in the green room, right on cue, and he comes in, he does.
Of course, those on the video are locked, and they're going, wait a minute, is he in that little box? We got him trapped in there. So, again, if you're looking for a injury attorney, these guys are great because I've used them, and they're fantastic. Yep. And then we want to say thanks to Performance Roofing. Yeah. Because, again, if you're looking for a roof for your business and even some residential, they can take care of you.
Specialize in flat roofs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Brian can help you.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to cut out for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we still have plenty more to talk about. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back to Wisconsin Hot Rod Radio. I'm Captain Bob.
And I'm Arlo.
And here we are again on the Fonz FM. Hey, happy 4th of July.
Yay.
Yeah. So we got to say... Two, that if you're checking us out, listening to the show, you can also watch us, The Adventures of Captain Bob and Arlo, on YouTube. And that's sponsored by and brought to you by Battery Saver.
Battery Saver.
So again, check out Battery Saver as I'm holding up the flyer in front of our video camera right now. Check it out. We talk about it all the time. If you're looking to get a cool battery tender or... which we always enjoy, the battery little jumper pack. That thing is cool.
You almost had to use it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. We had Greg from Greg's Speed Shop. Yeah. Greg had a little problem with his battery on the Joker car, and I said, hey, I got one of these little jumper. He goes, I'm thinking of getting one of those. I said, well, you better call him. Plus, we're also talking to the other guys, the losers, with their trailer. Yeah. The same thing. Yeah. Because he said later on, he said he might need one for his battery sometime. Right. So, again, check it out.
Well worth it.
You can't go wrong
worth the investment.
This thing is the size of a cell phone. You can put it almost in your pocket. Yeah. And not only can you jump about 8 or 9 cars on this thing, but you can charge your cell phone, all this stuff.
I use it to cell phone, laptop, cameras, whatever you got. I can charge it. But it jumps.
It does.
It sure enough does.
So, kind of cool.
Yeah.
Now, speaking about jumping, we normally talk about my model.
You do.
And we're not going to talk about it today.
Okay.
Because we got a letter from a gentleman.
We did.
He said, hello, Captain Bob and Arlo. It's my understanding that you like gassers. Yeah. So I thought you might enjoy the attachments that I've sent, the many modifications that I've made on his model. It's a gasser 55 Chevy, black and white. And if you're kind of looking at our video right now, we got a picture of it up there. It's got a flip front end, got a Hemi engine in there, kind of already wired up, everything, kind of cool. He's got, if I'm looking at the picture correct, and his name is Duke, if I'm looking at the picture correct, it looks like he's got slot car wheels on the back because they're the aluminum type wheels, which is kind of cool because I've always thought about, you get your model kits, you can get all different kinds of mag wheels, but when you're into slot racing, they got some cool aluminum wheels. Okay. And I've always thought about doing that same thing, so that's kind of cool too. Also looks to me like you got homemade headers on there, which you can see probably in the picture.
You did say you did a lot of homemade stuff.
So
the firewall's homemade.
Yeah. So I want to say, thanks again to people that are sending us their pictures. I mean, it's kind of cool. Yeah. Duke, you did a cool job on building a gasser car there.
Yeah, you really did.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to put it out to anybody out there that if you got pictures of your, I don't care, it could be your model, it could be your real car, motorcycle, boat, lawnmower with a V8 engine.
Mini bike are big.
Yeah. Yep. Lawnmower with a V8 engine.
Sure.
It would be kind of cool. So, but if you're going to send us pictures, please got to make sure they're clear because obviously, we can't put them onto the...
Well, we don't have that CIA computers, they could take all the pixels and reassemble them all, it doesn't work that way,
Yeah.
We didn't want to call in those favors.
Right.
No, we get some pictures are very blurred.
Yeah.
We apologize. There's nothing we can do with that. We could barely make things out.
Exactly.
So, do your best.
And then once we copy them over and then put them back, they're even more blurred.
Yeah, it can be.
So, I mean, it's just that, if they're not clear, they're not going to come out perfect. And then it's going to make your model, your car, your project
look like a blob.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well, a couple of those did.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Especially you put it on video up on the screen here, and it gets a little lost. So I tried fixing some of those. You just can't.
Nope, that's for sure.
But it keep them coming. Comments, send it to comments@WisconsinHotRodRadio.com.
Right, kind of cool. So, again, Duke, thanks for sending that. Kind of cool. Keep on building some cool models. Who knows? Maybe someday you're going to build and as he said, too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got that in there, which I kind of like what he wrote in one of the letters that he sent us. He said, okay. Well, what he kind of said that he's sending the pictures because he appreciates us being on the show since there's not a lot of events to kind of go to. It's giving him time to kind of do all this.
That's what you're doing.
Exactly, right, exactly.
I'm doing my art, you're doing your models.
Yeah, exactly. So it gives you a little time to work on things.
Yeah.
Check out our website because we've got things for sale on there under swap.
We do.
Now, if you're looking to buy that nice, cool travel trailer that you can hook up behind your pickup truck and go traveling and do all that cool things that Doug was selling, you waited too long.
Gone.
It's gone. Sold. Yep, it's sold. Yep. So
we were surprised last week when people come. You guys have had a drive-in theater.
Yeah.
You have a drag strip, and then you have a house.
Yeah.
They were like, "What's going on with you guys?" Well, it's automotive related.
Exactly.
That's all. We don't care what it is. You got a plane.
Yeah.
And we'll put it on.
Now we got a new one for today.
Yes, that's what.
Now we're not only becoming realtors and selling cars, and again, it's got to pertain to the automotive
it's
industry.
Free.
Yeah, it's free. Yeah. We're not going to talk about your swimming pool or something like that.
Well, unless it's the shape of a car.
Yeah, you're right. Or it has an engine block on the bottom.
An engine block, or it's
go.
got something. Yeah.
So, but we've got a good friend of ours, which we've talked about him in the past.
Yeah.
And that's Bob at Mr. G's Consumer Car Care.
Yeah.
And
he takes care of our van.
Yeah, kind of cool. Yeah, our van's running great, so we appreciate it very much. But he's looking right now. I'm going to read this, so here you go. If you're watching our video, Bob.
Okay. Mr. G's.
Yeah, Mr. G's. Help wanted. Experienced part-time help. General mechanic. Welding A+. Flexible hours. Pay will depend on experience.
Okay.
As he's got on here, give Bob a call at Mr. G's Consumer Car Care at 414-541-2850 between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Otherwise, you can go down to his shop at 6023 West Beloit Road in West Dallas, Wisconsin. Bob is actually looking. He's a cool guy. He's actually a car guy himself.
He is a car guy.
It's kind of cool.
Nice guy. Super nice guy.
He kind of reminds me of from the movie American Graffiti for some reason.
Yeah, he does.
He just reminds me
kind
of
a throwback to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but
him and his help. I mean, the rest of the guys.
Dan
do too.
out there, he's doing really good.
But they take care of our Hot Rod Radio van.
Yes.
They take care of some of our personal vehicles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But they're good, and the van's running great.
Yeah.
Finally, everything's fine.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, our swap section is now an employment section.
Employment section too. Yeah. So if you're looking for a job, and we know people are out there looking for a job,
part-time.
Yeah, part-time, and but again, he's looking for hopefully experienced help only.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to any job. Like, hey, I want to be an airplane pilot, and you never had experience of flying an airplane. Might not work out.
I bet you there's been people that tried that.
Yeah, Well, I drove a train at one time. It's a little different,
I drove a train. Now I want to do I want to be a pilot.
Be a pilot now, yeah.
I want to fly a plane now.
So,
that's
but
funny.
Check it out again. Check it out. It's on our website also too.
Yeah.
So we also have that information too about a gentleman by the name of John, which again he's a past Nash Club member, and he's looking to buy an original or old restored Nash. Over the years, he's owned a 1932, a 1939, and 1942 Nash sedan, and hope to find another nice car and rejoin the club.
Yeah.
I trend to like cars from the 1928 to 1955, with a preference of 1932 to 1939. However, I am open to all years. So if you have a nice old Nash for sale or know of one, please feel free to reach out to me.
Awesome.
I am located in Northern California.
Okay.
So again, thanks again.
They're watching and listening from all over. Yeah.
So John, thanks very much. He says, I'm open to any cars in the United States. Yeah. So we've got his information on our website, too, with his email address on there. So if you know anybody that's selling a Nash, especially in those years, check it out. Maybe you could get it sold to them.
Go to WisconsinHotRodRadio.com.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, we ran into a couple at the track last week and about our website and stuff like that. And then some person said, "We hear a lot about it, but we keep forgetting the web address." Well, here's real simple. Bob and I, we live in Wisconsin. Yeah. We drive hot rods, and we're on the radio. Yeah. .com. There you go. WisconsinHotRodRadio.com. She goes, "Oh, that's simple." I said, "Yeah, okay." But it's great.
That's very, very true. So, and now if you want to leave us a message also, too,
there you go.
I'll hold that up to our video. Yep. Give us a call at 414-215-9477, our professionally done sign here, which is kind of cool, on a piece of yellow paper with a magic marker.
Well, yeah. But it took me a long time to draw those lines parallel. I mean, perfect,
It took a lot. You did, yeah.
And then I had to get my red pen out.
Yeah, going across the top there. That's kind of cool. So if you're watching the video, you know what we're talking about. But again, give us a call at 414-215-9477. Again, if you're looking to sell something, if you're looking to a project you're working on, anything that you're doing, leave a message. Make sure you leave your number so we can get back to you.
That's important. That's important.
So what we're going to do is we're going to cut out for a quick commercial break.
Yeah.
And when we come back, we're going to talk about what's going on or what's not going on this weekend. Right. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Hot Rod Radio. This is Arlo.
And this is Captain Bob, and here we are again on Fonz FM. Hey. So we thank everybody that's listening to the show today or watching our video also, too.
Yeah, happy 4th of July.
Exactly, yeah. Make it a safe 4th of July.
Safe 4th of July. Have a good time celebrating America.
I've got a gentleman, or I think it's a gentleman, I'm not sure, because I can't see him. Or her, I don't know. But for the last week, he's been shooting some things off in the backyard that I think he's got hand grenades.
Whoa, they're big.
Oh, my golly.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm waiting for the squad to come. I mean, and he shoots one off maybe one or two, maybe a night or every second day. He doesn't shoot them off all the time.
Really?
I mean, he shakes the neighborhood.
Holy
yeah, the first time I heard it, I thought something blew up.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it was a little later on, you hear it again. And then that's it, quiet.
Wow.
And then a day goes by, and then another day.
Maybe they're digging a tunnel under the interstate or something.
No, but he's got, I can't imagine what tonight's going to sound like over there.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, right, huh?
Yeah, what might be good? You'll keep the squads over there.
By me, it's going to be real quiet. So.
Squads over there. Yeah, and then I can shoot up my sparklers. Throw them up in the air. Whoa,
yeah. You've been known to melt blacktop.
Oh, quiet. You want the DPW down here?
They've been down here before.
Yeah, I know.
They've looked at it.
That's true.
That's funny.
So, everybody always asks us,
yeah,
what car shows are going on, what's not going on, and we always tell them, go to our website because we got everything on there. And again, if it's not marked, before you go to the event, as we tell people, call first.
Yeah, and we know there's other services out there, but Bob does a good job calling these people, trying to get a hold of them. Is it on? Is it off? Plus, we got a lot of people just sending us things. Yeah. It's canceled. We've had some come back on.
Yeah.
I can tell you the McDonald's on Layton here in Wisconsin, or Milwaukee, is reopening on Tuesday night.
That's
Paul Adamack sent something out, and he said they're going to reopen. So, hey, that's cool, right? So Tuesday nights will start back up.
Cool. Good.
How long it's going to last, we don't know, but keep an eye on that because that's all going. So all kinds of things, a lot of dialogue. Go to WisconsinHotRodRadio.com. Go to the events in the upper right-hand corner. This is the 4th of July, and we got some really big shows going on today. We have right in Wisconsin, in West Bend area, we have Motormania 2020 is going on. That's at the Washington County Fairgrounds. John Begley and his crew have been working on this for a long time, and it run up there, and we know a lot of people are going up that way, so we wish them luck today. They started yesterday, actually. And yesterday, another big show down in Dubuque, Iowa is Vintage Torque Fest. That's going on. And we also know that a lot of these groups are trying to do the social distancing the best they can. Vintage Torque Fest has been around a long time. Yeah. I remember went to the very first one in Farley, Iowa. The very first one.
Yeah.
Dennis Gage was there.
Yeah, you're right.
But that's kind of your classic, what would you call them? cars down there.
Your classic hot rods.
Traditional hot rods,
traditional hot rods,
rockabilly, stuff like that.
Right.
But we have a lot of things canceled. East Troy Lions today is canceled, and it's going to be rescheduled to be determined. We have, let's see, tomorrow, cars carrying kids, car, and coffee tomorrow. That's supposedly still going on. Again, call and check on that. The Allenton Lions tomorrow is canceled.
Yeah.
We love that show.
Yeah.
That's been a good show.
Can't go and buy a pickle
Right.
now.
Yes, the famous pickle.
Yeah.
You buy a pickle for $5 and it comes with a Bloody Mary.
Throw in a Bloody Mary because they can't sell alcohol, but they can give it away.
Sell a pickle. That's pretty cool. Anyways, go to our website, WisconsinRadio.com. Check on everything, see if it's canceled or not, or if it's not, give them a call. We have all the information there. I do want to point out a good friend. We talked about Paul Adamak.
Yeah.
He's got the Jim Dandy's going on next Saturday
down
here in 27th Street. So stop on by. He'll be spinning the tunes for that. We also want to point out that next weekend, Iola Car Show and Swap Meet has been canceled.
Yeah.
The actual big event has been canceled, the big one,
Yep.
the 3-day one. But on Saturday, they're having a rally for Iola. That is so important that we get up there and support that next Saturday. So drive on up there. They're going to have a big cruise going through the beautiful countryside, wrapping back to the park. They're trying to raise funds for all the benefits and all the charities they support. Because they're not having the big show, they're trying to rally for Iola, and we need to show our support for that. So go on up and do that. Kewanee next weekend is canceled, so keep checking it all out, and it's all good. Boulevard is still on, by the way. Boulevard there in Madison on Thursday nights, they're still cruising. Well, Wednesday and Thursday nights is bike night and car night. They're still going, and Beth is doing a great job in keeping the social distancing for that. So you in the Madison area, go on over and check out Boulevard. Anyways, cool. Check it all out.
And then you got Great Lakes Dragway. Now you got today, being the 4th and 5th of July. They've got Saturday and Sunday. It's got the Chi-Town Drifters Days going on.
Oh, they're doing the drifting?
Yep, and that's going to be going from 9 a.m. to dusk. Tuesday, which is going to be July 7th, is going to be Fun Racing TNT and Bike Night from 5 to 10 p.m. Wednesday, July 8th, will be Fun Racing Ladies Nights from 5 to 10 p.m. Thursday, July 9th, will be Fun Racing Slicks and Drag Radials from 5 to 10. And then next Friday, actually, this is going to go through the whole weekend. This is going to be Friday and Saturday. You're going to have Bug Fest.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah.
And that's the Volkswagens and everything else that's out there. It's kind of cool.
They're cool.
So you can't have a lot of fun out there, let me tell you. So again, that's Great Lakes Dragway, Union Grove, Wisconsin.
They're doing a lot of things out there.
Next week, we're going to actually have on a gentleman that's going to be on our show, Greg Mcaren, which is from Madison International Speedway.
Yes.
We did talk about the Dane County. They're having a problem with limiting...
Oops. Just keep going.
They're having a problem with limiting people coming to the racetrack.
Yeah.
And SEMA sent us that information about how to get the word out to your congressmen, your senators, because why can other events kind of go on, and yet they're outside, and the people that are in Dane County have to drive to a different county to go to a race.
Right. It's Dane County.
Yeah.
Those in the Wisconsin area know what I mean by that. It's Dane County.
Yeah.
And so we're going to have them on, talk about that.
Yeah.
SEMA brought this to our attention. And again, you need to belong to SEMA Action Network SAN. Go out there and subscribe to that, do a subscription to it. And this came across our desk last week saying, hey, we need to support this, support the tracks.
Yeah.
This is Angel Park as well, too. And so this is how we find out this information. So we're going to have them on, talk to them.
Yeah. So so check it out. You'll find out what's going on.
Yeah.
What? We should have probably said this last week, and we didn't, but it was 4th of July, so we can say it now.
What?
It's a belated, now everybody knows and loves our great photographer, Richie.
Oh!
A belated happy birthday.
Yes, Richie.
Yeah, so Richie's, I think he's turned 22, 23.
No, come on.
Oh, okay.
He's 29.
Yeah. So again, but we wish...
It was nice seeing him last weekend.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him in a long time.
Well, it's funny because usually he's there to the very end.
Yeah.
He waits to take pictures of all the cars leaving the event.
Right.
And I said to him at one point, I said, so you're going to hang around all night? No, he says, I have a birthday dinner to go to.
Oh, okay.
So he was going out for a birthday dinner.
Nice.
So it was kind of cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought I had it on the calendar.
Yeah. No.
You can't rely on my memory,
I
that's
know.
for sure, at my age. So,
There you go.
Anyways, cool.
So, check on our website, too, because there are still car events that we're going to be at.
Yes.
And we still have a couple events that are still planned to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
And again, one of those is going to be the Great Granville Bid, 6th Annual Car, Truck, and Bike Spectacular.
Right.
So check it out. But again, new location, 8633 West Brown Deer Road. So check that out.
People were asking about that. Yeah.
So it's a bigger area, a lot more space.
Yeah.
Can actually distance the cars if we, she has to.
It's a big music venue this year, a lot of music.
4 different bands are going to be there.
Yeah.
We're going to have Bobby Way and the Wayouts on Saturday,
Awesome.
Rosie and the Rivets on Saturday.
Another great band.
Sunday, it's going to be the Flatheads are going to be there.
Cool.
And then Gimme Skinner band's going to be there also,
all
too.
4. Yeah.
And again, there's going to be trophies, dash plaques, raffles, other things going on.
Dinner with you and I.
Dinner with you and I. Now, that'll have to be social distance.
Right, they'll be in the car behind us.
Yeah, exactly.
The drive-through.
Yeah, so we'll be doing that. Plus, still going to be doing that Sunday raffle, which you could win $1,000 in cash.
Big.
Yeah. And a good friend of ours that's going to be there, because I just saw him last Sunday
Yeah.
at our farmer's market,
Yeah.
Mr. Dye's Pies.
Is he going to be? Oh, he's a stable
always
there. He's
yeah,
a stable
yeah.
there, yeah.
So you want to check out some cool pies.
Yeah.
We always talk about going to a car show, but cars are okay, but the pies are what you go for. Check out Mr. Dye Pies.
Young kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like
Does a
him.
great job.
Yep.
So, all right. So as I hate to say it, we're almost out.
We gotta
of time
go.
now. Yeah. So as we always say here on Wisconsin Hot Rod Radio,
Be there.
or be square, we're out of here.
Captain Bob and Arlo, they're the ones you know. Wisconsin's Hot Rod Radio.